Hello and welcome to my 11 plus practice videos, and these are maths questions I have taken from the 11 plus maths assessment papers from one of the independent schools. So let's get started. So I've picked only some of the questions. In another video I will do some more questions, so that it's not too long. So let's get started. So the first question is, three consecutive positive numbers are multiplied together. This means that the second number is one more than the first. Excuse me. And the third number is one more than the second. So for example, 4 times 5 times 6, 8 times 9 times 10, 15 times 16 times 17. Circle all the statements below that are always true. Right, so let's do it. So they're saying that the answer is divisible by 3. So if you try 4 times 5 times 6, you get 20 times 6 is 120, which is divisible by 3, because 120 divided by 3 is 40. Okay, next if you try 8 times 9 times 10, you get 720, which is divisible by 3, because it is 3 times. If I do 720 divided by 3, I get 3 times 2 is 6 and 1 7, 240, right? Then if you have 15 times 16 times 17, and if you multiply, so if I do 15 times 16, 6 is 30, 0, 3, 6 times 1, 6, 3, 9, 15, so it is 0, 4, 240, and that has to be multiplied by 17 again, so it would be 2, sometimes 2, 14, and 2, 16, and 24, 8, 10, 4080. So that is 4080, and that is divisible by 3 as well. You get 3 times 1 is 3. So if I do that divided by 3, I should get times 1 is 3, 1 4, 3 times 3 is 9, and 1 10, 6 is 80, so it's 1360. So all of these numbers are divisible by 3, or all of the answers that you get by multiplying 3 consecutive number. So if I try very simply 2 times 3 times 4, I get 6 times 4 is 24, which is divisible by 3. If I try 5 times 6 times 7, I get 30 times 7 is 210, that is divisible by 3. So the answer is divisible by 3, that is correct. The answer is a multiple of 6. Well, not always. So if I take, sometimes maybe, but it's not the case all the time. I don't think so, because 210, is it a multiple of 6? Let me check. So it is 210. 210 divided by 6. So 6 times 3 is 18, 30. Oh, it is 35. So 210 is, but are they, now the question is, are they all a multiple of 6? So if you do 1 times 2 times 3, you get 6 is a multiple of 6. If you do 2 times 3 times 4, you got 24, that's a multiple of 6. Then if we did 5 times 6 times 7, we got 35. 210, sorry, and that is a multiple of 6. So divided by 6, we got 35. So they are all multiples of 6. Looks like it. I can't believe it, but anyway. 408. Oh. excuse me, sorry about that. So 4080, if you divide by 6, what do we get? 6 times 6 is 36, and 440. 6 times 8 is 48, we get 680. So it is a multiple of 6, that is true. I can't believe it. The answer is even. Is it always even? If it is a multiple of 6, it has to be even. And the answer is even. It is even. 301, 360, 210, 4080, 120, 720. If I do 9 times 10 times 11, I get 90 times 11 is 990. That is even as well. What is it divisible by 6? If I do divided by 6, I would get 6 times 1 is 6, and 3, 9, 6 times 6 is 36, and 3, yep, it is. So it is, answer is even, yeah. So the answer is odd is obviously not true. Is it always a multiple of 5? Is it always a multiple of 5? No, it's not, because 1 times 2 times 3 is 6, which is not a multiple of 5. Okay, and then if you see 720 would be a multiple of 5, to 4080 would be multiple of 5 because it ends in a 0, but it is not always a multiple of 5, because if we did 120, I think we should say but the only case when it is not multiplied by 5 is 1 times 2 times 3 is 6, and not a multiple of 5. So that's the only one that is not a multiple of 5. The other ones are, if you do 2 times 3 times 4, oh, it's not a multiple of 5 either. See, 24. 2 times 3 times 4 is 6 times 4 is 24, not a multiple of 5. Then if we did 3 times 4 times 5, 3 times 4 times 5, we'd get 12 times 5 is 16. So it is not always a multiple of 5. There are 2 cases I think we found where it's not a multiple. The answer is divisible by 8. Is it so? It is not. It is not always divisible by 8. Now 4080 may be divisible by 8. And 720 is divisible by 8, but clearly 24 is divisible by 8, sorry, but 6 is not divisible by 8. So they are saying it should be always true, not only true for these 3 sets of numbers that they have given us, it should be always true. So if it is always going to be true, then I don't think the answer is divisible by 8. Am I right? If 1 times 2 times 3, 2 times 3 times 4 is 24, which is divisible by 8. 210 is divisible by 8. 210 divided by 8 is 8 times 2 is 16. It is not divisible by 8, no. Because 2 times 8 is 16, 16 and 5 is 21, and 50, no. This is not, the answer is prime, no. The square number, no. Okay, so that is how we work this out. Made it a bit messy, but I think you've got what I wanted to do. The next one is saying if 5 means, or 5 exclamation mark, now a little exclamation mark beside a number means it is doing factorial. So it's just a way of multiplying the numbers. So 5 factorial means 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, so that's the definition of factorial. So 4 factorial would mean 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And then they're saying work out the value of 6 factorial. So what would be the value of 6 factorial? So 6 factorial would be 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So that would be, write the answer, so that's 30 times 12 times 2 is 24 times 1, isn't it? So that would be 4 times 3 is 12, 2 and 1, 3 times 2 is 6 and 1 7, 24 times 3 72 and 7 20. So my answer is going to be 720. Next they're asking, fill in the box if factorial 3 times 4 equal to factorial what? Now factorial 3 is 3 times 2 times 1 and then we have 4. Okay, so this follows from the top one, that is equal to, that equals factorial 4. Okay, so here your answer would be factorial 4. So fill in the box 3 factorial times 20 equals what? So we have 20 equal to what? Factorial. So you have 20 times 3 times 2 times 1. So that is 120. 6 times 20 is 120. So that is 120. So 120 means factorial of, well, you see in the previous question factorial 6 is 720. So 120 would be less than that. So let us try factorial 4 is, we have factorial 4 written. So we can do 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 times 3 is 12 times 2 is 24. Okay, so it's not this. So let's do factorial 5. 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 5 times 4 is 20 times 6 is 120. So my answer is factorial 5. Okay, that will be factorial 5. The next one they're saying fill in both boxes if 10 times 9 times 8 is what by what. Okay, so 10 times 9 times 8 is 720. So we just did 720 by the way before I erase the split outs. So we did 720, that is factorial 6. So we have to write what divided by what. So that is, so both are factorial, the top and the bottom have to be factorial. So 10 times 9 times 8 is 720, and if you do factorial 6 equal to 720, so then we can do, we have to express it as, so we can do, if we do factorial 7 divided by factorial 3, What would that give me? No. Because factorial 7, it would mean if you do 6 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 divided by factorial 3 means this is going away. So you're only left with 24. So 24, if you do 720, see 720 we have is you need a 5. So if you do factorial 5 divided by factorial 3, so sorry for raising it all out, but I thought it needed a bit of a cleaner board would help. So we have to do that. So we know it's 720. So if we write factorial 5, no, we have to divide, yeah, sorry. So factorial 6 divided by, so this is factorial 6. Now wait, if we do, see we have 10 times 9 times 8, should have thought of it earlier. So this is going to give us, if you do factorial 10 divided by factorial 7, what will you get? You will get 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 1, and if you do factorial 7 times 6 times 1, so this and this get cancelled out, so it's factorial 10 by factorial 7. So it would be factorial 10 divided by factorial 7. That's your answer. The next one is in a particular kind of arithmetic, A or B means multiply A by itself and add the result to the answer you get if you multiply B by itself. So they've given us an example. 305 means 3 times 3 plus 5 times 5. So that is 3 square plus 5 square. Okay, that's how we can write it as well. So 204 is 2 square plus 4 square. That is equal to 4 plus 16 is 20. So my answer will be 20. Work out half or half. So it means half square plus half square. That equals 1 out of 4 plus 1 out of 4 is 2 out of 4 is half. So my answer is half. Find a positive value of C that works in the following. So C square. So this means C square plus C square is 50. So if C equals 5, then 5 square plus 5 square is 50. 25 plus 25 is 50. Okay, so C equals 5. So C equals 5. Okay, the next one is each of these sequences, write down the next 3 terms. So you have 3, 7, 11, 15, 19. So we have 3 plus 4 equals 7, 7 plus 4 equals 11, 11 plus 4 is 19, 15, 15 plus 4 is 19, 19 plus 4 is 23. 23 plus 4 is 27, and 27 plus 4 is 31. So we get, after 19, we get 23, 27, 31. So let us write it. We get 23, 27, 31. Okay. The next one is 8, 17, 35, 71, 143. So how did they arrive at these numbers? They can arrive at these numbers by doing 8 plus 9 is 17, 17 plus 18 is 35, so this 18 is 9 times 2, then 35 plus 27 is 71, 27 is 9 times 3, okay, then 71 plus 9 times 4, 36 is 9 times 4 is 36. Yeah. 2, 3, is that so? No, sorry. Gosh, no. 9 times 4 is 18, then it is, what am I doing? Out of my mind. Okay, 35 plus 71. So you do 71 minus 35, 6 and 5, and this is 336. 9 times 2. Wait, let me write it clearly so it's easier for us. So this is 9 times 2, then 9 times 4. What is 9 times 4? 35 plus 36. 1 and 71. Okay, 5 plus 6 is 11, 1 and 1, 3, 4, 3, 7, 71. So the next one will be 71 plus 9 times 2, 9 times 4, 9 times 6 equals 71 plus 54 equals 5. Sorry, oh, no. Gosh, no, sorry. It's double, you know. So we have 35. 8 plus 8 plus 9 is 79 times 2 is 18. Yeah. 17 and 18 is 35. Then 9 times 4 is 36. Yeah, 9 times 4 is 36. So we get 36 is 71. Then we have to do 9 times 6 and 71 plus. So that is equal to 71 plus 54. Okay, and that equals 4 and 1, 5, 125. What am I doing? No, it's not right. No. Gosh, it's not right. It's not right. No, it's not right. So we get 71, right? Now then, if you do 143 by skipping steps, here we get 3 minus 1, 2 and 72. 9 times 8 is 72. So you have multiplied by 2, so you're multiplying by double. Double of 2. Next is double 2 is 4. So you multiply by 4. Then you get double 4. Double 4 is 8. 9 times 8, that is equal to 71 plus 72, that is 143. So you got 143. Okay, then you have to do double of 8. So what is double of 8? 16. Double of 8, so it will be 9 times 16, and it will be 71, not 71, 143. 143 plus 9 times 16, and that will give you, it is double because 8 times 2 is 6, so 9 times 16 is 6 is 54, 4 and 5, 144. So that will give me 143 plus 144, that is 287. So your number here will be 287. Okay, the next one is gonna be a little big now. So what did we do? We multiplied. Sorry, I rubbed it all out. Why am I doing that? I don't know. I just do things. So so we multiplied with 16, which is double of 8. Double of 8. Previously we did double of 4. Double of 8 is 16. Double of 4 is 8. Now double of 16 is 32. So you have to do 287 plus 9 times 32. That is your next number. That is going to be 287 plus 2 times 9 is 18, 8 and 1, 9 times is 27 and 1, 28. That is 7 and 8 is 15, 5 and 1, 8, 9 and 8, 17, 7 and 1, 2, 3 and 2, 5. So your next number will be 575. Did we do it right or did we do it all wrong? Let us check. Let us check. The best thing to do is check and keep checking till you get to the correct answer. So let me check. Okay, so here is the check. Are we right or are we wrong? Let us start again. Okay, we have 8, right? And then we have 17. How do we get to 17? From 8. So we did 8 plus 8 plus 8. 8 plus 8. So plus 8 is 9. Okay, 8 plus 9. Okay, 8 plus 9 is 17, and then 17 plus 9 times 2, we are doubling. Okay, is 17 plus 18, that is 35. Okay, then we will do 35 plus, we will double the 2, that's 9 times 4 is 35 plus 36, that is 1, 11 and 1 and 3, 71. Okay, then the next one will be 71 plus 9 times double of 4, 8, right? That is equal to 71 plus 72 equals 3, 143. The next one is going to be double of 8, right? 143 plus 9 times double of 8, that is 16. That is 143 plus 9 times 16 is 144. 6 times 9 is 54. 4 and 5, 9 is 1 is 9 and 5 is 14. So our total is 3 and 4 is 7. 4 and 4 is 8. 1 and 1 is 2. So I got 287, which is correct. So the next one is 287 plus 9 times, we got to double the 16, so we get 32, and that is 287 plus 2 times 9 is 18, 8 and 1, 9 times 3 is 27 and 1 is 28. Okay, and what will you get? You will get 7 and 8, 15, 5 and 1 plus 8, 9 and 8, 17, 7 and 1 and 2, 3 and 2, 5. So the last one, so we got, not last one, sorry, 575, which is correct. So this is correct, correct, that's correct, right, right, right. Okay, now the last one, it's going to be a big one. So 575, we have 575, we have to double 32. Okay, plus 9 times double of 32 is 4, 2 times 64, isn't it? That will be 575 plus 4 times 9 is 36, 6 and 3, carry over, 9 times 6 is 54, 55, 56, 57. Okay, that's an interesting number. 575 plus 576. Am I right? Yes, I am right. I am right. Okay, because we are doubling 32 in the next step. In each of these steps, we have multiplied, we have added to multiplying 9 by these numbers, and we have doubled the number each time. Okay, so 32 times 2 is 64, so 9 times 4 is 36, 6 and 3 carry over, 9 times 6 is 54 and 3 is 57. So we get 5 plus 6 is 11, 1 and 1 carry over, plus 7 8, plus 7 15, 5 and 1 carry over, and 5 is 6 and 5 is 11. So my answer is 1151. Okay, that is what my answer is, 1151. Fine, now I got to take this all off. I won't be able to do the next one. Oh, I can, I think. So you can all take a look at it, and if you have any mistakes, do leave a comment, please. I think it's right. This is the logic to get this series, and it is correct. But I will, if I have made any mistakes in my addition and multiplication, so this is what it is going to be. So the next one, is it right? Yeah, I think it's right. Yes, so the last one, let me take it. So that is 1151 that you have here. Now look at this one here, the next one, the number C. What they're doing is, you have 2/3. They are all prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. So what they've done is, they have done a denominator numerator changing, isn't it? So then 2 remains where it is, so 3 is a denominator, and 3 becomes numerator, then 5 is denominator, so it's going this way, this way, and then this way, something like this, isn't it? 11 and 13. So what's the next prime number after 13? After 13, I think 17 is the next prime number. So if 17 is the next prime number, then it would be 13 out of 17. The next prime number is 19, so it would be 17 out of 19. The next prime number is 23, so it would be 19 out of 23. That is your series. Okay, then we come to D. Okay, so D makes no sense until you realize that what it is doing is simply adding up. So it is 3 plus 8 is 11. 7 plus 17 is 24. 11 plus 35 is 46. 15 plus 71 is 86. Okay, 19 plus 19 plus 143 is 162. 9 plus 3, 12, 2 and 1 and 1, 2. Okay, so this one will be, will be 223 plus 287. So let me work it out, otherwise I can't do it. So 23 plus 287, so we have 287 and 23, 7 and 3, 10, 0 and 1, 8, 9 and 2, 11, 1 and 1 and 2, 310. Okay, the next one will be 27 plus 575. So it will be 575, 27. You have to add 7, 12, 2 and 1, 7, 8 and 2, 10, 0 and 1, 602. Then we have 31, 1151 and 31, 112358 11. Okay, 1151 and 31 is 2, 5 and 3, 8 and 1. So it's 1182. So my series will be 310. Next one will be 602. Next one will be 1182. So that's all it is doing. Okay, it's just adding this and this, this and this, this and this. 1 and 3, 2, 3, 5, 8, 11. 1, 2, 3 and 7 and 0. Yeah, so that's what it does. Okay, that took me a long time to figure it out. The next one is really a difficult question, but anyway, it's just practice, and we can all get there. So the next one is asking us to find out what the angle A should be if this is an equilateral triangle and this is a square. So how do we do this? Right, okay, we know that if it is an equilateral triangle, then all the angles are 60 degrees. So we will have this 60, we will have this 90, and we will have this 60. So A degree will be angle around the point is 360 degrees minus 60 plus 60 plus 90. Okay, that equals 360 minus 60 plus 60 is 120 plus 90. That equals 360 minus 0 9 plus 12 is 17. No. My God. 9 plus 12 is 21. So 360 minus 210. Yeah. So we get that 0, and 6 minus 1 is 5, and 3 minus 2 is 1. We get 150. So A is 150 degrees. How correct is that? It is correct, isn't it? 360 minus 60 plus 60 plus 90, 120 plus 90, that's 0. 2 and 9 is 11, 210, and 1 is 5, it's 150. Yeah, that's right. Next one. Okay, so this one is saying that we have this grid. Okay, so I have expanded this and put it here so that it's easier for me to do the drawings. Okay, so one, we have to draw this. We have to draw this, plot these points on this grid, and we have to form a triangle, right? Okay, so let's do it. So we get a 3 3, so 3 and 3 is this point, 5 3 is this point, then 5 7 is this point, and 3 7 is this point. So what is gonna be is, this is my rectangle. My lines are really not straight, so but yours will be, because you'll be using a ruler, which I'm not using. I'm just drawing on the screen, so they look very incorrect. And the next one, okay, so the next one they're saying that is done. Next one is saying a straight vertical line is drawn, so it passes through 6 on the x-axis. So this passes through 6. You see it. This line is shown on the grid. On the same grid, reflect the angle rectangle in the line. So we need to name it, do we? Probably we do. So we have A, we have B, which is 5 3, we have C, which is 5 7, and we have D, which is 3 7. Okay, now we have to reflect this and write down the coordinates of the new shape. So B point will be reflected here. That will become let's say B dash, and 2, that will be A dash, and this will be C dashed, and this will be D dashed. So that is your new rectangle. Now there's only one point, so one point, so that's what it will look like. Okay, yes, I think that's right. So write down the coordinates. Okay, I have to write the coordinates. So this one is 9 3. Let's put the coordinates here as well. 9 3 3. B is 5 3, then C is 5 7, and D is 3 7. So this is 9 3. So 3 3 has become 9 3. 3 3 will be, yeah, 3 3 has become 9 3, and B has 5 3 has become 7 3, then 5 7 has become 7 7. So 5, 7 has become 7, 7. This point is 7, 7, and this point is 9, 7. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? So what you notice is the y coordinates. So these are your y coordinates, and this is 7. So the y coordinates remain the same, and then we have 3, 3, and 3. So the y coordinates remain the same. What changes is the x coordinate, okay? Right. Bearing that in mind, the next question is saying, if instead a vertical line had passed through 20 on the x-axis and you reflect ABCD in the new line, what would be the new coordinates? So I imagine, let us make an imaginary line here, and let us say this is 20. Okay, so if this is 20, that's where the line passes through. Then this point, now then this point would be reflected here somewhere. So there's another line here. So this is 20, this is 21, and this would be 22. Okay, so this would be reflected because it would move. It will be equal distance from the line. So between, this is line 3. If this is 20, if this is 20, that's what they're saying. The x coordinate is 20. Then from 9, 3, this will have moved to the 3 will remain the same, but the 9 will change. The 9 will change to, it's from 9 to 20 is 11, isn't it? Yeah. So from 9 you have added 11, you have gone to 20. So we will add 11, and we are adding, yes, we have to add 11. So 1, 2, if you do that, so you have to go to 11, you will cross to get to 20. So from 20 it will be 11 again, so it will be 20 plus 11 is 31. So my first x, that is A, will be 31, 3. Then my B will be, it won't be 31, it will be 31 plus 2, 33, 3. Then my C and D. So C will be, the y coordinate will be 7. Sorry, it will be 7. Let me erase it right neatly. As it is exhibited there. So this will be 7. The x coordinate will be, we have added 9 and 11, again 20 and 11. So that is 11 plus 11, 22. So there will be 9 plus 22. So what will it be? It will be 33, isn't it? This will be 3. Y coordinate is 3. No, sorry, it's 7. How awfully silly of me. So it's 7, and then the x1 will be 31 because it's the same x and 33. So I think the new coordinates will be A 31 3, B 33 3, C 33 7, and D 31 7. Okay, I think that is correct because it is, yeah, because this bit is the one that's important, because the mirror line is passing through 20, which means it will be the same distance from the mirror. The object will look as if it's the same distance from the mirror, so it will look far away as well. And if this is 9 and that's 20, it's going to that's you have to cross 11 points to get to 20, and then 11 points further down, so that would make it 20 plus 11 is 31. So that's why this is how it is done. So hopefully that concludes this. Now we have one more page to do, so let me do it. I'm not sure if the time is doing okay, so I will have a go at this. I don't know if it'll let me, but I'll do it still. Okay, the diagram shows a large cube that has been made by stocking smaller 1 centimeter cubes together. Suppose you are trying to make the cube for yourself. How many 1 centimeter cubes will be needed to construct the larger cube? So we have to find out how many of the tiny cubes are needed. Okay, how many are needed? So let us look at this face. Let us look at this one thing, the front part or the front face. So how many cubes do we have? Not squares, cubes. Okay, so let us do it that way. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we have 25 cubes in the front face. We will have 25 in the back as well, the front and back and the sides. So this will also go, that's 25, and this will go right. Now what is left? How many are left? The left ones are 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times so it will be 5 times 1, 2, 3. 5 times 3, 15. So there will be 15 here. How many 15s are there? There's 15 here. And 15 plus, there will be 15 at the bottom as well. So plus 15 times 2, right? And then we got to cover the sides. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bottom is this part has been counted. 3, 3, 6, 3, 9. that is 50 plus 30 plus 18 is 8. Okay, so then we get 8, so that's 80, that's 98. But how correct is this? You know, if you look up how many ways we can do the cube. So this question, how many 1 centimeter cubes will be needed to construct? So you have to, if you have to make the big cube physically, if you were given small cubes and you had to join them together to form this big cube, there is a way. So there are certain formulas which you can use to do it. Now they say that, okay, so they say the formula is n cube minus n minus 1 cube. So these are the cubes that can be seen, and n minus 1 cube is what you cannot see. So these are not seen. So I don't know if this is really what they want to do, but I will still work it out. So if you have n, which is the side, so you would have, this is a 5 times 5 cube, so it would be 5 cube minus 4 cube. That is 5 times 5 times 5 is 25 times 5 is 125 minus 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. That is 1 and 6, 61, and plus n minus 1 cube, and that is 5 minus 1 cube, that is 4 cube, that is 4 times 64. Okay, so it should be 61 plus 64, it is 5, 125. So your answer should be 125. Okay, shall we do it again? We do it again, we do it again, we do it again, because we were trying it manually, but there is a formula which you can use. I don't know if how much you would want to do it for this question, but anyway, I was looking and I came across this. So there are some cubes. The cubes on the outer cubes can be seen. So it is outer cubes can be seen, inner ones are hidden. Do you understand what I mean? There are cubes inside that are hidden. So the ones, so it's just the ones that can be seen plus the ones that are hidden. So the one that can be seen is, I have written here, is this, and the ones that you cannot see are hidden is this. So it is this plus this. Okay, so seen plus unseen. So that is n is here 5. So we had 5 cube minus 4 cube. We have 5 minus 1 is 4 cube. So 5 times 1 is 25 times 5 is 125 minus 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. So we get 61 and plus 64. So this is 61 and this is 64. Okay, so 61 plus 64 gives me 125. So that is how I we've got to work it out to get the correct answer. Okay, the next one they're saying is, once you have constructed the larger cube, so you have got all these hidden and seen, decided and calculated, what you have to do is now sit and color them. So we have got to color them. So they have colored it, you've constructed, you have decided to paint it all in lovely red, but they've given us a blue color. They should have painted it red. But anyway, maybe blue can be seen better than red. So that's why they did that. Right, okay. So then the question is including the base. Okay, you have colored, the base is colored, everything is colored. How many 1 centimeter cubes will have at least one red face? At least, so it can have more than one. So it's the outsides, isn't it? The ones seen. See if we can do it. So maybe it will be the ones that we can see. They will all have at least one red face. So the seen is equal to the seen is n cube minus n minus 1 cube. So that is the seen, number of seen cubes. So they will have at least one red face. So that would make it, we had 5 cube minus 4 cube, that is 125 minus 64 is 61, right? So we have 61. How many will have 2 red faces? There we go. This is the one we have to sit and add now. So for the 2 red faces, it's the corners, it's the edges. So it's these edges, isn't it? It's these edges that will have the 2 red faces. So let us do it. So the edges are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10. That's my covered. Then we have 10 here as well, which will have two faces colored. So we will have 10 times 2, and plus we will have these. So it's 1, 2, 3 times 4, because it will be on 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. That should be 20 plus 12 is 32. So my answer is 32. Okay, that's what I think is the answer. I'm pretty certain that's the answer. I'm thinking, but in case you don't agree, you have any problems, you don't think that's correct, please do leave a comment. I'll come back and I will have a look again, but I think this is more or less correct. They don't provide us with the answer. This is a specimen paper, and so I have to work out the answers. This is my answer. I don't, as you know, I'm not taking it from any other source. This is purely my working out. So let me know. It's nice to know if you can get a different answer. So it'd be nice to know, good for the practicing students. So then the next one is Jason and Patrick win a prize of £75 for their entry into an inventing competition. For every 2 hours that Patrick worked on the project, Jason worked 3. So it is decided for every £2 that Patrick receives, Jason should receive £3. How much will Jason and Patrick receive? Write your answer in the boxes below. So we have £2 times, something that he should get. Plus is a crude way of doing it. I'm doing plus 3x should be pound 75. So what I'm doing is 2x plus 3x is 75. Okay, x is the something that you would add it to. So it's for every 2 pound he gets 3 pound. Okay, so 5x is 75, x is 15. So Patrick would get 15. No, is that for every 2 pound that Patrick receives 2 pound. 2 times 15 is 30 pound, and Jason, is that Jason? Yeah, and Jason would get 3 times 15, that is pound 45. So Jason gets 45, Patrick gets 30. That's my answer. Well, it was a long video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you so much. Any comments, please do leave a note and I'll get back to you. Thank you. Bye.